Autodesk Build also allowed you to go ahead and manage your submittals within our submittals module here. Submittals are documents created for approval by the project stakeholders. They go through the formal reviewing process and documentation. These are usually shop drawing, technical data, product specification, or samples. And you also have the ability to go ahead and group these submittals into individual items or packages. So to go ahead and start with the submittals, I'm going to go ahead and go into settings and set the different permission, the default value, responses, as well as type. So I'm going to go ahead and go into permission first. Here, this is where I go ahead and dictate and add in these members, either by company or role, so that they have the ability to go ahead and submit my submit submittals to myself or the project manager for review. So I'm going to go ahead and add in our glazing company, as well as our subcontractor. The default value here is dictated by your contract language. So who's going to be that default manager, right? This person acts as a gatekeeper, making sure that this submittal is complete before forwarding it to our reviewer. The next item here is the default review time. How much time is allowed for submittals to move to a reviewer? And then last but not least, the default watcher list. Here you have the ability to go ahead and select multiple folks within your project team that will get a notification as a submittal gets submitted, move through, or a status update here. Your submittal response. Here you also have the ability to add in any additional responses through three main categories: approve, revise and resubmit, or rejected. I've added no exceptions as one of the rejected answers. And then last but not least is our submittal types. These are all your submittal types that comes defaulted within Autodesk Build. Should you have any other product information, such as a LEED certifications or third-party certification, you can go ahead and come in here and add in that submittal types here. All right, going back to our submittal list here, I'm going to go ahead and create an item. I'm going to go ahead and walk you through creating an item and requesting that submittal from a subcontractor standpoint, and then stepping into the shoes of your project manager to see that submittal go through all the different proper review process. So for this example, I'm going to go ahead and use the interior lighting section here. Your description, select a package if you haven't grouped them together. Your type here. I'm going to assign this to the responsible contractor so that that person can go ahead and submit their submittals to me. Give it a due date here. A priority. If I have any attachment, I'm going to go ahead and attach it here. I have the ability to go ahead and attach from my files as well as my computer. And then this planning section is optional for you to go ahead and type in. If you want to utilize this submittal log as your planning tool, you're more than welcome to add in these different fields. Once you hit create, the subcontractor is going to go ahead and get an email notification that he or she have an action required email. So that email looks similarly like this. I've been assigned the following submittals: the submittal item number, as well as the title, the status, and the participants. As the subcontract now, I'm moving myself into the subcontract shoes, and I'm going to go ahead and click the view item section here. Once I click view item, I am taken to this submittal portal of interior lighting, where I have the ability to go ahead and hit submit. Here, I have the ability to go ahead and drag and drop that submittal items into my portal here and add in any additional notes. So once I submit that to my project manager, I'm stepping into this project manager role, going back to our submittal page. As the project manager, I have the ability to come in here and see that this submittal has been submitted by the subcontractor. The ball in court now is the construction project manager to come in here and review. This is the reason for this is that I have the ability to come in here, look at this attachment, and determine whether or not this is sufficient enough to go ahead and forward to the subcontractor. Here, I have the ability to add in any additional markup if I need to as the project manager. I also have the ability to come in here and add in any additional stamp. I can create my own stamp. Here and hit create. Or I can also have the ability to go ahead and import my stamp from my company. Right? Ahead and hit publish here. Save and close. Once I'm happy with all these different attachments, I also have the ability to go ahead and attach additional information from my project files as well as my computer and hit submit for review. And the reviewer here is going to be the architect. Right? As the architect come in here, he or she can hit this review button here, attach any of their forms, stamps, additional information, and then selecting that official response. Once the official response is submitted, the project manager will get this notification saying that the submittal has been answered, and he or she have the ability to come in here and decide whether or not it's sufficient and close in dispute. If for any reason the submittal has some issues, this project manager also have the ability to go ahead and return this into the reviewer, so to make additional changes. For this instance, I'm going to go ahead and hit close and distribute. Once the submittals had been distributed, you also have the ability to go ahead and export this submittals with attachment. And what it is just a summary page with the icon of how that submittal is going to be. And then you have the ability to go ahead and save that in your files as well.